news which is coming in, where it seems some fans have also been injured in the melee which has been taking place on the ground. One fan has been injured. Also, what we are learning is that fans are even engaging in a scuffle with the police inside the stadium, as there is complete pandemonium on the ground. One fan has been injured, but that's clearly an initial report. In this entire melee where fans are vandalizing the entire stadium, clearly the number of injuries are only likely to go up. But it's an embarrassing scene for the entire country. People wearing Messi's jersey but taking up these long steel poles and vandalizing the entire stadium, hitting the sound system, uprooting the chairs from inside the stadium and throwing it onto the ground. This kind of anger, unprecedented, and a complete breakdown of the security situation and law and order inside the Salt Lake Stadium. You can see now people are trying to clear the entire area, but at the same time, people are even picking up those poles again, walking all over the stadium and vandalize. You can see no one is stopping them. They're just gathered over there. Police are completely outnumbered, completely overwhelmed, unable to contain the entire situation, as fans are just continuing their vandalism across the Salt Lake Stadium, and the entire mob running amok. You can see all those visuals on your screen. No fear of the law among these fans as they are picking up those chairs and throwing them onto the ground and do not care about the situation at the Salt Lake City. They are just angry with the local administration and they are just vandalizing the entire structure, and clearly the entire security force completely overwhelmed. You can see the police are just walking around the entire stadium area, unable to fathom what to do, how to control this entire group. As you can see, they are just vandalizing the entire statue. The police are just standing there. One cop, as you can see, he's trying to manage over 100 people, but clearly it won't work as this cop is chasing all these people. They're just coming back and vandalizing the entire structure. Kamalka continues to be with us on the broadcast, reporting live from inside the Salt Lake Stadium. Kamalka, any semblance of order inside the stadium, or are these scenes only going from bad to worse? Kamalka, can you hear me? We'll try to reconnect with Kamalka over there. But once again, ladies and gentlemen, the BJP has made it extremely clear now, pointing the guns squarely at the Mamata Banerjee government, saying that the first leg of Lionel Messi's tour has now erupted in this level of pandemonium. This is an embarrassment for India on the international stage. And at the same time, the fans are also responsible. This is your city. This is the Mecca of football fandom. And this kind of a behavior from those wearing Messi's jersey is not expected. But at the same time, law and order is the police's job, and they have completely failed over here at the Salt Lake Stadium. Kamalka back with us on the broadcast, reporting from inside the Salt Lake Stadium. Kamalka, what is the situation now? Some semblance of order, or is it going from bad to worse? Kamalka, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, go on. What is the situation right now?
Yes, right now would like to show you, this is the place they tried to, the angry mob, the unruly mob, they tried to put the canopy on fire and then it was controlled. But, you know, it is even half an hour of what is happening. Still it is continuing. There is no stop to it. That is which is concerning. More forces were required. This entire stadium is absolutely in a ruckus. And you can see that they tried to set fire on the canopy, but finally could not do it. Again, would like to show you that the police is trying to do some lathi charge, resort to lathi charge, but this is absolutely anarchy which is taking place, which has taken place out here. This is absolutely uncalled for. People are saying they wanted to see Messi, they could not see Messi. But the problem is that there were people who were surrounding Messi. They should not have been there, and for which reason they could not see Messi properly. But the point is, come what may, they took the entire law at hand. That is which is very concerning, and that is which is absolutely
I'm sorry
not
to interrupt.
Right.
We're getting a reaction from Kunal Ghosh of the TMC. Thank you, Mr. Ghosh, for joining us on the broadcast. What has gone wrong? India has been embarrassed on the international stage as the security situation has completely broken down at the Salt Lake Stadium.
You see, not only as a political party's member. I am also vice president of Mohun Bagan Athletic Club. What happened, that is totally unfortunate and totally shameful. And what happened, some people gathered in and around Lionel Messi, and the supporters from gallery, they couldn't see Lionel Messi, for whom they were waiting for a long time. And they bought tickets even by 10,000 rupees. And that is totally shameful. And the main organizer, the responsibility that is goes to the main organizer, and we are now taking the situation very, very seriously. What happened? Why happened? What was the requisition from the agent or the organizer? The administration is looking the whole situation. That is totally, we are condemning the situation totally, and we are supporting the sentiment. I am totally supporting the sentiment of the supporters who became deprived.
You're supporting these supporters who are picking up these long steel poles and vandalizing different parts of Salt Lake Stadium.
No.
They're wearing Messi jerseys. They're taking.
There is a clear demarcation line.
Where is the demarcation line? There are hundreds of people inside Salt Lake Stadium who are completely destroying the stadium. You will have to fix it over time. And they're still doing it, and you're sympathizing with them?
This is the failure of the organizer.
But what about the police?
I am not supporting who vandalized the stadium, but their sentiment, we have to understand the sentiment also. They were waiting for a long time only to see Messi.
Okay, you were waiting for a long time, but are you saying it justifies this?
No, I am not justifying. But you can't ignore their sentiment. They were waiting for not only a football match. You can see him throughout 90 minutes. That is a fraction of a second by which he will pass in front of you. And when this is being guarded, they became annoyed. And I am not supporting the work of vandalism, but the sentiment, and that is a total failure of the organizer.
But what about the police? What I can see in these visuals, sir, I am seeing it right now. There is one police officer trying to control over 500 people who are on the ground.
What did the police do on that particular moment?
What can this policeman do?
The circle of Messi, that was decided by his agents and the local organizer.
But sir, to contain this mob right now, why are there just a few handful of police officers not able to contain these people? Where is the deployment? Why aren't people being moved out of the stadium?
This is happening now. So what happened and what is happening? And our government is soft towards the football supporters. And our government feels that their sentiment. But we are not supporting the vandalism. And now we hope as soon as possible the situation will be under control.
But are you deploying more people over here? Because I don't think these two police officers...
That is the total part of police and administration. I am not part of that.
You're not part of... but you're representing the administration, aren't you?
No. I am here. I am talking with you as the Vice President of National Club of India, Mohun Bagan.
So you've taken off the TMC hat and you're putting the Mohun Bagan hat now? While you're
No. I am a TMC member also. I support the sentiment of the football supporters, not the vandalism.
But I want you to... But you should condemn also the lack of police deployment which has led to this situation.
That is yet to be... We have to get the report, na?
Sir, the report is right in front of you. It's being flashed across the screen. The entire nation has been embarrassed from Salt Lake Stadium.
I can see on the screen. But we have to also hear from the police officers also.
We have to hear from the police officers.
Police is behaving with very restrained way.
But sir, the need of the action, what if they almost burned down one of the pavilions? What is the police waiting for?
You see, police is totally trying their best to make the situation under control. The public who are now agitating, they are football lovers. They are not dacoits or other. They are.
So
they
what do you
came
call-
here only to see Lionel Messi.
Sir, they are not
Some,
dacoits. What do you call this?
Unfortunate incident situation happened, and they became agitated. So police is taking the situation very seriously, but with a restrained way.
Sir, your stadium, one of the most iconic stadiums of Kolkata, continues to be under
I can
siege.
realize, but you have to realize the both the sentiment of the football lovers and as
Sir,
well
this
as
is- sir,
the
but sir,
sentiment
Kunal
of
Ghosh, please
the
agree with-
operational way of police also.
Kunal Ghosh, you
Police
and-
can't
you-
lathi charge on the.
But
on-
Kunal
on-
Ghosh,
on the,
you and I are
football
both
lovers.
logical. You and I are both logical individuals. At the end of the day, if there is
Police
even a football fan
till
who
one limit, police can't make lathi charge on football lovers.
and the
is
football
not
lovers
that
can go
government.
and football lovers can go on
This
a
is
rampage, destroy one of the
pro-people
most
government.
iconic
Police can't
stadiums
lathi charge in the first phase to take the control.
Right, but the football fans can go on a rampage. उनको कोई नहीं छू सकता. No one can touch them.
No. उनका देखिए उनका जो सेंटिमेंट वो भी समझना चाहिए. सुबह से वो वहां पर बैठे एक सेकेंड. देखिए ये 90 मिनट्स का खेल
doesn't
नहीं है.
justify this, Kunal Ghosh.
एक बार
This
मिस
is-
हो गया तो 90 मिनट्स तक चलेगा. एक बार सामने से घूम रहा है.
So Kunal Ghosh,
So
you're
अच्छा
you're
नहीं हुआ.
giving cover fire to these vandals. You're saying
No,
I
एकदम नहीं है.
should understand
जो-
why
जो
this
किया,
why
ठीक
this,
नहीं किया.
You're
क्योंकि-
saying I should understand.
मगर उसका
I'm sorry.
सेंटिमेंट भी समझना चाहिए.
I'm sorry. I have been to Salt Lake Stadium. It's a very beautiful stadium, and you are asking me to understand why this particular fan, why these fans are picking up these steel rods and destroying that stadium. You
Stadium
want
of
me to
Asia
understand that by? That's ridiculous.
I agree that is ridiculous. But you have to consider the mental situation of the football fans also who went
Sir,
there to just
this is
see Lionel Messi.
This is no longer an issue about loving football or being fans of football. This is a law and order issue now. And then it doesn't matter who loves football, who doesn't love football.
This is
If you raise...
nothing related to the overall law and order situation.
This has nothing
is
related
a
to law and order.
different One-time situation, unfortunately
Wow.
taken
One-time
place in
situation. I
Yuva
can't believe, Kunal Ghosh, you're giving this level of a cover fire to these vandals. But thank you for giving us your perspective. That is the pitch that's coming in from Kunal Ghosh of the TMC. This is a one-off, is the pitch that he's giving. Also saying that we in this country who have been embarrassed on the international stage because this is the first leg of Messi's tour, we should understand their sentiments. The BJP is saying that the Mamata Banerjee government is responsible for embarrassing India on the international stage on the first leg of Messi's tour. We will continue.